treehouse attachment bolt, or tab for short, is a specialized bolt designed specifically for holding a large amount of weight in a tree while minimizing tree damage and future compartmentalization. This video is designed to aid you in the installation of a tab. Tabs consist of three parts: a coarse threaded end that screws into the tree, a collar or boss that provides greater surface area that's required to hold large weights, and the stem, which can cradle different types of support brackets. Treehouse Supplies offers tabs with a 1, 3, or 6-inch collar, depending on the expected weight and tree species. Tabs shouldn't be installed in trees with a diameter of less than 12 inches. Before beginning, let's make sure you have everything that's required. You will need a high torque 1/2 inch drill, a ratchet with a 1.875 inch socket or a large monkey wrench, a torpedo level, a 3-inch self-feeding bit, a 1 1/8 inch auger bit, and depending on the wood species, and an appropriate sized auger bit, 1 inch for softer wood like pine, 1 1/16 for medium wood like maple, or 1 1/8 for hardwood like oak. First, mark the exact spot you want your tab to be centered on the tree. You can do this by just slightly hammering in a nail into the bark and pulling it back out to make a visible point. Next, get ready to drill with the 3-inch self-feeding bit. The hole it drills out will house the collar part of the tab. The depth of this cut will depend on the size of the tab. For a 1-inch collar tab, drill 1 inch past the cambium, or the beginning of the bark, and into the heartwood. For a 3-inch collar tab, drill 2 inches past the cambium. For a 6-inch collar tab, drill 3 inches past the cambium. Remember to never use the bark as part of this calculation, as it holds virtually no structural qualities. Also, while drilling, make sure you are drilling into the tree on a level plane, as well as the direction you want your tab to point. Now that our 3-inch wide hole has been cut, it's time to switch to the auger. Take your 1 1/8 inch auger bit and drill 2 inches into the tree. If you don't have a hardwood tree, take your second auger bit and drill an additional 4 1/2 inches. Otherwise, just use the 1 1/8 inch bit. A good way of making sure everything is clear is by pulling the drill out while still running the drill forward. This will ream out the hole and keep us from having problems later. Now it's time to install the tab. Don't forget to slide on the pipe or floating bracket if needed before installing and measuring how deep your 3-inch cut is. By subtracting that measurement from the length of the collar, you'll know exactly when the tab has bottomed out. Begin by threading on the hex cap to the end of the stem and hand turning the tab into the tree. It may be difficult for the tab to catch initially. Switch to a ratchet or a monkey wrench after you can't turn the tab in anymore by hand. A ratchet with a 1.875 inch socket will fit the hex cap. It will probably be necessary to use a cheater bar of some type for the tab to turn in fully. After the tab refuses to turn in any further, check your measurements to see if the subtracted length of the collar is what is currently exposed. Congratulations! You have successfully installed a treehouse attachment bolt. Good luck with the rest of your project.